In this video, we're going to talk about graphing linear equations and writing linear equations. So example 1 says graph the y-intercept first, then using slope, graph another point. So it wants us to graph this line y equals 3/4 x minus 3. We know this is in slope-intercept, which is y equals mx plus b. Now, we know our slope is 3/4, and we know our b is -3. You always want to start with the y-intercept, which is -3, so I go down 1, 2, 3, and I plot my point. Now our slope is a positive 3/4, so I rise 3 and run 4. So I rise 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, plot a point, and then I just connect my dots. In the second example, they want you to write the equation of the line. So when they give us a graph, I need to first find the y-intercept, which is my b. My b here is going to be 4. I also need to find the slope. Pick two pretty points, this one and this one. I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. I rise 4, run 2. 4/2 simplifies to 2/1. So in y equals mx plus b, I'm replacing my m with 2/1, x, and replacing my b with 4. Y equals 2x plus 4 is our equation of the line. When you're given 2 points or more, they can give you more than 2, what I need to do is find the slope of the 2 points, substitute the slope and one of the points into the equation and solve for b, and then I can write the equation. So you always need the slope and your y-intercept when you're writing. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to make my xy chart to figure out what my slope is. 2 to 5 is add 3. 1 to -8 is subtract 9. Change in y over change in x is -9/3. Which is going to get me a -3 as my n. Okay, now I have the y equals mx plus b. I know my m is -3. I pick one of my 2 points. I'm just going to pick the first one, 2, 1. 1 is my y, 2 is my x, and I need to solve for b. So 1 equals -6 plus b, and I'm just going to solve for b by adding 6 to both sides, and now I have my b, and I have my m. So y equals mx plus b, y equals -3x plus 7. That is my equation of the line. We then want to write the equation when they give us an application problem. So suppose you receive $100 for a graduation present and you deposit it into a savings account. Then each week thereafter, you add $5 to the account, but no interest is earned. The amount in the account is a function of the number of weeks that have passed. Write the equation. So y equals mx plus b. We know they receive $100 and they put that into the savings account. So we start with 100. Y and x always stay in the equation. We're then adding $5 each week. So each week, $5 is being added. So the first week is 5. The second week there'll be another 5, which will then get 10, and so forth. So we know our slope is going to be 5. So y equals 5x plus 100. Nick is given $50 to spend on vacation. He decides to spend $5 a day. The amount Nick has left and the number of days are related. So again, y equals mx plus b. We start with $50. So that's our starting point. He wants to spend $5 a day. So spending $5 means you're taking $5 out of your account each day. So my slope is -5x. My b is 50. In the last one, this is going to pop up on Imagine Math. They're going to give you a drawing, and they're going to ask you to drag the items into the box. So I know it's a little tricky looking, but it'll make sense once you see it. They want you to pick the statement that goes with the two triangles on the graph are similar. So we're going to pick one of the two proportions. The first one says y minus 5 over x, so y minus 5 over x equals, now if you are looking at proportions, since we started with the up and down line, we should be starting with the 2 on the numerator, the other one. So it should be y minus 5 over x equals 2 over 1. This one says 1 over 2, so it's not this one, but this guy is going to get dragged into that first box. They then want you to multiply both sides of this by x. So then I need to pick the equation that multiplies both sides by x, which is this one up top here. Because if I multiply by x, I would say 2x, and multiply that side by x cancels, so it's just y minus 5. So this guy gets dropped into that box. And then they tell you to add 5 to both sides. So adding 5 would just make that y, and then add 5, so this guy over here would get dragged into that last box. Alright, sign into office hours if you have any questions.